How you doing? Do you like my new holiday graphic? Do you like it? So I got to tell you something. I just got done watching the Buckeye game against that team up north, Michigan. What a game. Holy crap. I thought for a minute, I mean maybe even more than a minute. I thought that oh gosh, maybe maybe it's true. Maybe, just maybe, Michigan will pull it off and beat the Buckeyes. And if you watched the game, you'll know that that did not happen. 56-27, I think, was the final score. But I want to talk to you about customer service. So that was a great game. I'm not obsessed with it like a lot of people are. In fact, there's been many times where people, like friends, family, did you see that play? And I'm like, what play? What are you talking about? I'm working. What are you talking about? You're not watching the Buckeye game? And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not. So that happens in my world once in a while. I actually have other things to do besides watch football, but I did watch the majority of today's game. I didn't see all of it, but I saw the majority of it. So congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They were absolutely unbelievable again. Second thing I want to talk about is customer service. So if you can't tell, need a haircut. I need a haircut. And I was going to a place called Rooster's Men's Hair Salon in Lewis Center, Ohio. And the gal there did a pretty darn good job cutting my hair. Still not as good as the girl that used to cut my hair at another place, but she retired. I don't know. But anyway, so I got online. I booked an appointment for 4:30, which would be 5 minutes from now. And Weldon does she, dude, I'm like, most of the time I can take it or leave it, man. It's like, I like watching it here and there, but my life does not revolve around it. I can't relate to that either. So whatever. Hey, to those that it does, good for you. That's not me. But anyway, so I was getting my haircut at this place called Roosters, and I'm going to go back and tag them in this video because this should be a valuable lesson. Hey, what's up, Todd Leisure? How you doing, bro? So I scheduled this appointment for 4:30. I'm like, I can watch the Buckeye game or at least most of it, and I'll drive down. It's a 40-minute drive from where I live. I'll drive down, get a haircut at 4:30. So I see I missed some calls on my phone. I didn't even notice that it was ringing, and it was, they left me voicemail, and it was some dude saying, yeah, because of the Ohio State and Michigan game, we're open, but you're the only appointment on the books today. And we were wondering if you could come in early. And this is at like 3:00 or no, 2:30. I would have had to have left here about 3:30. And I'm like, so he leaves me this message, and he goes, because we're actually thinking about closing early and they're supposed to be open till 7. What about after the game rush? I don't know. Call me crazy. So, and the location of this place is on a major thoroughfare in the northern part of Columbus. And like the location, this real estate, the rent on this place has to be off the hook. Like, it has to be off the hook. And I'm not one to go, I will not go leave a bad review on Google. I won't do that on Facebook. I won't go out and leave a permanent bad review at all. I just won't do that. But I am going to say, and I said, so I called the dude back and I'm like, dude, what? Like, no, I have it scheduled for 4:30. I'm watching the game, and then I was going to drive down and get my hair cut. And he says, well, okay, but we were thinking about closing early. I said, I know you said that in your voicemail, but like, this is crazy, man. Your hours say you're open till 7. He's like, yeah, normally we are, but this Ohio State Michigan game has, like, we have an empty schedule. And I'm like, but you're a business, man. Like, what? What? So what are you saying? You want to cancel my appointment? And he goes, well, like that. He goes, we were sort of just going to leave that up to you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let's do this. You just lost a customer forever, like forever. And I tip really well, by the way. If I get a really good haircut, if I get a good haircut, I tip really well. I mean, really well, probably more. It's obnoxious how much I tip, but like, because I believe in giving, I believe in helping people. And if you're going to take good care of me, I'm going to take good care of you. And that's just who I am. And the fact that they wanted to like, I don't get it. Well, it blows your mind that they didn't take the game into consideration. Like, dude, I don't care. It's a freaking football game. Like, you're open for business, right? Because I'm like, I have to stop at Costco down there. I have to, like, I have a couple of other stops. So, like, how about I get a haircut? I'm thinking when I book it, I'll book it for 4:30. That gives me time to watch at least most of the game. And then, I mean, it's the biggest game in college football, I guess, but whatever. So I'll watch most of the game, and then I'll drive down, get a haircut, run by Costco, grab a couple things I need there, and be done, right? Just taking care of business. Well, no. That's not the way that they approached it. And it blows my mind. It actually blows my mind. Like, what? And second, don't take a football game into consideration for your schedule. Like, serious, your business. Like that just blows me away. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's just my program. It blows me away. Does that not blow you away that somebody would want to cancel your appointment because of a football game? Is that, or am I just, I don't know, man. I doesn't make sense to me. But hey, their loss is someone else's gain. And you know what? I put out a post in a local Facebook group, and I already have like 12 recommendations of new people to cut my hair. So I don't get it though. Like, if you own a business, I don't know. I mean, do you think the owner of that company would be thrilled to hear that? Do you think the owner of the company would be like, I mean, Weldon, you own a business. If one of your employees told a customer, sorry, we can't sell you a car today because of this big football game, we were wondering if you would, inconvenience yourself and come in early. Or like, what? I mean, I told the dude, I said, this might be the most unprofessional freaking phone call I've ever had with a business. So, like, look, dude, you just lost a customer. I'm not coming in. No, I will not be in ever again. Ever. And it doesn't, and Robert, I'm gonna push back on you, dude. There's no such thing as a flat line in business. If you're not trying to scale your business, you're headed down. If you have a flat line in the hospital, you're dead. You're dead. So you need to be thinking about scaling your business. And if part of your scaling your business, like, idea is to take and I normally go in 2 or 3 times a month, and it starts at $34 for a haircut. It starts at $34. Right. Weldon, exactly. Robert, right. They'd be fired. I would not, like, for real. I was watching the game. I live in Ohio. I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm watching the game. If one of my customers would have called me, or wanted to, hey, do you have a minute? I'd like to spend some money with you. Bye, Ohio State game. Bye. I'll watch the replays on YouTube or something. Like, bye. Like, what? You own a business. Like, you own a business and you're going to tell a customer, well, we were wanting to close early. We were thinking about closing early. Literally, that's what the dude said. I swear to God, I could play the voicemail for you. Literally, he said, we were thinking about closing early because you're literally the only customer on the books right now. I'm like, but the Ohio State game is going to be over at like 4:30 or so. I'm thinking this. I didn't say that. And you're open till 7. So you might get, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 customers in. And at $34 starting point for a haircut, I don't know. You might be able to make some money, or your girls might. I don't know. It blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind that there are businesses that operate like that. It totally blows me away. You can ask any single one of my clients, anyone. Shaka Dyson, ask him. That dude put out a video, made me a testimonial video. Like, I'm always available to my customers. I'm available to people that aren't my customers. I had somebody hit me up last night at midnight or something, asking for some help on something, and I helped the dude, right? Like, I'm available. And if you don't operate on a level of like freaking, like, I just don't get it. But if you've got Obsidian, them from being able to scale. I'm not following the question. I'll have to go back and read it later. But look, if you have a business, look, I'm not telling anybody, run your business however you're going to run it. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do business with you. And if somebody's going to call me, I have a scheduled appointment to get a haircut, and you're going to call and tell me, hey, could you come in early because of the Ohio State Michigan game? We literally have nobody else on our books right now, and we're thinking about closing early as a result of it. Dude, the game ends at 3:30. You're open till 7. Why would you close early? That makes no fiscal sense, because at least bring in some revenue for the day. Oh, but the overhead is still there, you idiot. Like, it's still there. You're still like, that's why when I had an office location, all my employees, I couldn't, like, it wasn't that I was anti-holidays, but it's like everybody wants paid on the holiday, and they got paid, but like everybody wants paid, and we got to shut down, and can we have an extended shutdown? And it's like, what? Like, no, like the rent still due. I still pay rent for those days. The electric bill doesn't just stop. Like, anyway, so I don't get it. Like, if you're operating a business like that, I don't get it. Once it's scheduled, Eric says, yeah, Ohio does have a football team. In fact, they have a professional football team that beat my Steelers up really bad a couple weeks ago. But we won't talk about that. The Ohio State University has a football team that is ranked number 1 in the country. So, and again, still, even though they have that, that's not a good excuse for freaking calling a customer. I couldn't imagine, like, hey, guess what? Hey, Weldon, we're thinking about closing early because of this football game. So can you spend your money with me tomorrow instead? Bye, Felicia. Weldon would be like, what? You do, like, it doesn't add up. It does not add up. And yes, I found somebody else to get my hair cut. So, like, it just, hair. I know I need a haircut. Let me put this on. I can't take it. There. I need a haircut. I get it. I'm incredibly, I've been going to this place now for several months. And the guy tells me that my girl is no longer super cut. Right. Right. That's the other option that I'm aware of is supercuts or great clips or something. And homie, don't play that. I ain't doing it. Like, anyway, it's mind boggling. Mind boggling. I was literally going to get a nice haircut today, but I found out my girl doesn't even work there anymore. So it was a roll of the dice of who was going to cut my hair. So, you know what? There's a group. If you got in your town, wherever you live, I'll tell you, this is a really cool group here in Marion, Ohio. There is this group called Think Local Marion, Ohio. And this guy that I know, we're friends on Facebook, but this dude started this. There's like 8,000, 9,000 members. And I was like, wow, that's insane. That's crazy. So I go in there and like, you can just go in and ask for recommendations of things, or you can, read or recommend things. It's really a cool concept. I mean, it's a free group. It's insane. So I went in there and said, I'm looking for, because the other option here locally is this big barber shop where you sit in the middle of this room in a line of chairs. It's just, I tried that. I didn't dig it. So anyway, like I don't know. I mean, I went to Google. I was going to leave a 1-star review. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not, I just don't put out negativity like that, but it blew my mind. I cannot imagine that. Like, hey, I have a football game issue, and because of it, I need to see if you'll spend your money with me tomorrow instead of today. Like, that's not how a business works. Anyway, so congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Michigan, I'm very sorry. I have some very, very good friends in Michigan that were at that game. I was at the Michigan Stadium just a few weeks ago or so when I was up there visiting my buddy Todd, a client of mine up in Ann Arbor. Sorry for your loss. I seriously though, I want to give Michigan props because man, they fought hard. It was a fight for a while, and then Ohio State kind of walked away with it like they keep doing. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day. The moral of the story is if you don't give your customers good customer service, somebody else will. And I've learned that lesson myself. I've screwed up. I've made big mistakes in customer service. You got to learn, man. The top companies that I know of, the ones that are really killing it, the ones that continue to scale and grow. Fidel, I just saw your comment. I understand if it was a 49ers game, but like the ones that want to grow, man, you better step up your customer service, because in today's world, it's way too easy to replace anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything. It's almost like every single thing on planet Earth that is a business is replaceable like that now. We live in the information overload age. Like, you can find out, it's crazy. So take care of your customers. Take care of your customers. They're who are keeping the rent paid and the lights on and food on your freaking table at home. Don't forget that. Have a great day. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.